There are only two statewide ballot measures this election, initiatives LL and MM. The legislature referred both of them to the ballot to increase funding for a school meals program that is costing millions of dollars more than expected. Your political reporter, Sean Boyd, explains how the measures could impact your pocketbook.
In 2022, Colorado voters approved a ballot measure called Healthy School Meals for All. It required the state to cover the cost of breakfast and lunch for every kid in Colorado public schools, no matter how much money their parents make. It also required the state to provide grants to pay for more Colorado-grown produce in schools and higher wages and technical assistance for cafeteria staff. But the grants never happened. While the entire program was expected to cost about $100 million a year on the high end, it cost $138 million just for meals last school year and is expected to cost $145 million this year and $155 million next year. The grant programs would cost another $34 million a year. Initiatives LL and MM are an effort to address the funding gap, which state analysts say is due in part to more kids taking advantage of the free meals than expected. Schools are serving up an average of about 640,000 free meals a day, 104 million a year, according to the Colorado Department of Education. And a relatively small number of Coloradans are paying for it all. The 2022 ballot measure raised taxes on anyone making $300,000 or more a year to cover the cost of the program. That's about 6% of taxpayers, or 200,000 Coloradans. They saw their taxes go up by $884 a year on average, which generated $11 million more than state analysts estimated. Initiative LL asked voters if the state can keep the extra money this year and in future years instead of refunding it, plus $1.1 million in interest this year. But it's not enough to cover the full cost of the program. That's where MM comes in. It raises taxes again on those who make at least $300,000 a year by another $486 on average to generate an additional $95 million a year, which is expected to cover not only the meals and grant programs, but $27 million in food stamps for low-income Coloradans. Supporters say as food costs rise and federal assistance declines, the program is needed more than ever. And by giving every kid free meals, they say it removes the stigma associated with free and reduced lunch for low-income kids. Opponents say the state shouldn't be raising taxes to provide free meals for kids who can afford them and who are more likely to waste them, especially with so much uncertainty in the economy. They say the state needs to address the high cost of the program before asking for more revenue. Sean Boyd, covering Colorado First.